Hey everybody, happy summer. Today is July 29th and just wanted to let everybody know that starting tomorrow, the International Nonviolence Summer Institute begins. It's not too late to register. The name of this year's program is Nonviolence, the antidote to the pandemic of violence. It's hosted by the Center for Nonviolence and Peace Studies at the University of Rhode Island. It happens every year. It's a 3-day training. Again, it starts tomorrow. Because of the global pandemic, this year's conference training is going to be held virtually, so that means wherever you are in the world, you can attend. I'll put a link to the registration in case anybody's interested. It's a phenomenal program. It's based on the teachings and practices of Dr. Martin Luther King. I believe the keynote is being given by Dr. Bernard Lafayette, who was a colleague of Dr. King's and has been carrying on the work for many, many years. It's a fantastic program. I attended it in the early 2000s. It is a great tool for personal use in communities, in nations, and internationally. It really gives a lot of helpful information and useful tools in how we conduct ourselves in any nonviolent movement. So whether it's racial justice or environmental or economic or animal rights, whatever it is that you feel passionately about, this program gives an excellent resource to be able to join a movement and meet like-minded people. So if you're interested, it starts tomorrow, 3 days, 5 hours each day, and it's online, so you can take the course no matter where you are in the world. So I hope that's useful. I've been meaning to do an update just to talk about that for a while now, and I haven't done it, so I apologize that it's such late notice in case you're interested, but it's not too late to join that. So what's been going on? I ordered a book and it came in. Super excited about my book. Howard Zinn's A People's History of the United States, 1492 to 2001. Awesome book. If you are interested in the audiobook, Matt Damon narrates the audiobook. He does a really good job. And he also narrates the documentary. If you're not familiar with Howard Zinn and his work, strongly suggest it's, I think, on Netflix. You can't be neutral on a moving train. It's the documentary of Howard Zinn's life and how this book came about. I finally own a copy. I've taken it out from the library a few times. It's pretty big, so it's not something that you go through in a day, that's for sure. But it's interesting and very timely. You know, with all of the Black Lives Matter and talk of racial justice, statues have come up. And the day that this arrived, there was an article on the front page of our local newspaper about the statue of Christopher Columbus that is up. And coincidentally, the first chapter of this book is all about Christopher Columbus. So if you're wondering what the hubbub is about Christopher Columbus, if you pick up a copy of this book, it will shed some light for sure if you're not familiar with some of the dark aspects of that history that really we don't learn in school, and that people are finally realizing is really important, and that it matters, that those symbols of statues matter, and what we're taught matters. So it's kind of cool. This arrived the same day as that article was in the newspaper. What else? On the knitting and crocheting front, I have 3 finished objects. Thank you very much. Here's one of them. Big pillow. So I did this pillow cover. This was crocheted. I have 2 of these done. And then this one is also done. So it has the same design as the other one, different material on one side and a different design on the other side. So 3 of those done. I have to go get my basket of works in progress to show you one more thing on the knitting and crochet front. Okay, I'm back. So I have been dipping my toe into Tunisian crochet, which is really cool. So I ordered these. It's a set of 12. They're crochet hooks with a really long, each one has a long thing at the end with a bead. And so what's cool about Tunisian crochet is that when you knit, you have all of your loops on your knitting needles, and when you crochet, you basically do 1 stitch at a time and work across your work. So Tunisian crochet is kind of a cross between knitting and crochet, and this is the pattern that I'm working on now. And so I will go across the entire work, putting a loop on all the way down, and then when I come back, I take each one off with a new stitch. So it's really cool if you are interested in knitting or crocheting or any kind of fiber crafting. Definitely check out Tunisian crochet. It's really cool. I'm really liking it. So now that I have the other pillow covers done, I'm going to do 2 in this. So that's it for the knitting and crocheting. I've got a couple audiobooks that I'm listening to, A People's History of the Supreme Court, which is not by Howard Zinn, but it is definitely an homage to the people's history, and Howard Zinn does a foreword in that book, which is really cool. And I'm also listening to Noam Chomsky's Who Rules the World. If you are interested in politics, in political movements, and you don't know who Noam Chomsky is, you definitely want to check him out. He's another one of my heroes. So loving the Noam Chomsky book, and also A People's History of the Supreme Court. Those are really cool. And we are watching at night, we've been watching Person of Interest. So there's kind of a theme in all of that, isn't there? So yeah, that's what's been going on. A new show that we've been watching. We're, I think, in season 4, and it's got 5 seasons. So not looking forward to that coming to an end, because it's been really kind of fun to listen to at night. George's new business is going great. It has a name now. It's Bradford Contracting Services, and I've been working on the website and getting the accounting and bookkeeping in order for that. And as a matter of fact, he is with our teacher from our carpentry class when we were doing the carpentry certification. He's with Mr. Bannister right now. So I made some cookies, and I'm going to bring them over to them Yeah, very shortly, and I might take you guys with me so you can meet Mr. Bannister. He's really awesome. So even though I did not complete the course, what's kind of funny about that is there were 15 to 18 people, I think. There were about 15 or 18 of us who started the class, and only 3 finished. And I didn't know anybody in the class except the only 3 people who finished I have sort of a connection to, which is weird. One is the nephew of my sister's best friend in high school. The other I went to high school with. And the third one I'm married to. So the only 3 that finished I had some connection to, which I thought of today, and I thought that's really kind of weird. I didn't know any of the other people, but so yeah, whatever, just a random thing. So maybe we'll head over there. The chickens are doing awesome. I put a fan into their coop. It's a battery operated fan because ventilation is really, really important for them, especially in this hot, humid weather. The nights have not been cool at all. Last night there was no breeze in that coop. I was really worried about them, but luckily the fan did its job and they were really happy this morning, so they're doing good. The fan worked out fine, and the hemp is awesome. I've added some hemp to it, but basically I have a stick that I mix up the hemp and everything and let the droppings kind of go down, and then just sprinkle a little on top, and there is no smell, no flies. It's pretty amazing. Our little bunny rabbit, our New England cottontail, is still coming around on the regular, which is really cool. Was hanging out with him this morning, and actually today we have wild turkey who are coming around too. So it's really cool to see all the wildlife that is around, and the wild turkeys and the chickens are totally fine together. I've read some stories about actually chickens and turkeys, domestic chickens and the wild turkeys becoming kind of friends, where the turkey will roost in a tree at night near where the chickens are, so they get along great. So it's awesome. Yeah, I think it was a mama turkey with her little babies were just running across the yard into the woods today. So don't usually see them, so it's kind of cool to see them. So that is it for now. I can't think of anything else, but I will, maybe I'll take you guys on a ride with me to go say hi to George and Mr. Bannister in a little while. All right? Check you later. So it's almost time to head out to go check out what George and Mr. Bannister are working on in Hope Valley, but I want to see if I can get the chickens in. Come on, everybody. Come on. In, everybody. Come on. Come on. Everybody in. Everybody in. Good job. Come on. Everybody in. Everybody in. Come on. No, not that way. Good job. Good job. Go ahead. Come on. Come on, everybody in. Come on. Everybody in. Come on. Everybody in. Come on. Come on, Ima. Good job. Everybody in. Come on. Everybody in. Oh, I got stuck. Everybody in. Go ahead. Go ahead. In. They're not going in. That's all right. They'll be okay for a little while. Okay, looks like we're almost here. Maple Street in Hope Valley. I come bearing gifts.
Hello.
How are you? Bannister. That's Mr. Bannister. So I brought you cookies.
If you would,
Is that okay?
Take a look at the outside
Oh
first.
my God, it's awesome.
And then take a look at the inside.
George is here. We're walking through the house, putting in the shower door.
Hello.
Hi, it looks awesome. He said this house was built in 1890.
It looks like, but you can't tell.
Oh, it's beautiful. He's redone everything.
See the moldings?
Yeah, the moldings are awesome.
It's another reason though.
And this house is about to go on the market, he said.
These legs were the structural part that I made. The island legs on it.
So you took the piano that was in this house and used the piano legs for...
No, that was just structural members. I made legs out of it. And that was, and all of that over there was the piano.
Wow.
Pieces of it in the whole house.
So that was the piano that was in the house that Mr. Bannister refitted it to make the window seat. Beautiful. That's really cool. Hey, I recognize those sawhorses. That was in our lesson on how to read plans. Mine was really bad. That's not mine. That's a good one. I did a really bad job on mine. Staircase. This is so cool. And one of my classmates, Lindsay, Mr. Bannister said painted the upstairs. She did an excellent job. Wow. So there's the bedroom. Looks like another bedroom. Cool closet. Bathroom. And another bedroom. So, if anybody's in the market, Hope Valley, beautifully renovated house. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, I think. Really cool. This outside, beautiful. Oh, look at that deck. And the stonework. This is so pretty. The trim work. And I bet he made all of those.
All those they made, yeah.
To fit with the time period. Wow. Mr. Bannister doesn't mess around. He does great work. The entire structure, the 2 stories to the left of what you're seeing with the bump out, that is all brand new that was tied into the existing house. Beautiful. Copper roof on the bump out, which lets light into the kitchen. So pretty. Cutting the tile for the backsplash in the kitchen, which is limestone tile, and that is a tile cutter. Well, I'm back home and it was awesome to see Mr. Bannister got George his dinner, and I got back and the chickens are already in for the night. Good job. Where's everybody else?